I want to send a message to the people who are listening to this podcast.
And we're obviously expecting like a method, or a system, right? And they say, damn, what a load of crap, right? These guys are selling me smoke and mirrors, right? Quote, and I just want you to know that I understand you because I've been there. I mean, if you'd shown me this podcast a few years ago, I would have been a completely different person. I wouldn't have stayed, I would have paid anything to leave. You know what I mean? That shows your level of awareness. Ultimately, I want you to understand that you can all do anything, bro. Like Jesus said, if I've done it, you can do the same and more. So understand that each and every one of you has massive potential. I see it, you see it. We only see what we've done and what we can do. When I look at you, I see everything you could do that you haven't even started, things you don't even think are possible. But you can learn a lot from your mistakes. From people, you know, because people say, oh, well, you have to go through that, such and such. Well, and if you don't get better, right? I mean, you don't have to do drugs. So, what I'm telling you, I mean, if you learn that that's not the way and that it's confusing you and it's giving you mental clarity and that it's an alarm, the main weapon, I mean, do you know what the devil's main weapons are?
Tell them. The main weapons are mainly, I would say, food and vices, obviously, drugs, okay? They are the main weapons, okay? Then we can move on to the circus of football, all those things, entertainment.
Television that you literally don't even watch. I mean, it's a TV, don't even watch it. The thing is that human beings see in color and are literally. Yesterday I was reading some incredible things. You know that we have chakras, right? The chakras, the energy fields, we have 7 chakras.
Okay.
Then I'm going to give you another book that's going to blow your mind, you're going to love it. The lower chakras, which are your feet, are hell, your head. Elevate yourself spiritually to the highest point of consciousness. People with food, touching on the topic that was relevant, like, what colors are McDonald's and Burger King? Red and yellow, right?
The lower chakras are red and yellow.
To keep you at the lowest vibration point of the human frequency.
Shit.
The water we drink is full of estrogen and heavy metals. That's why I do a detox every day too.
To detoxify. And something you were wondering.
What do you do?
Oh, what do you do?
Detox. Then I'm going to give you a detox to detoxify you from heavy metal. That's what the heavy metals do. Just like the chemicals that they put here in Miami. You've seen the clouds on airplanes, the camals are chemicals that give off heavy metals to keep us at a low frequency. This is a topic that we can go over, as the Matrix down the Bio says, that one day if another day we get together, right, in a podcast, to chat, we can blow our minds. But it's a very heavy topic in the sense that you just said something, people are operating from fear and it's because, as I was telling you, after COVID happened, COVID literally was to isolate human beings, to create more fear. Nowadays, war, people, you have to realize that it's mental, it's to keep you inside the cage of me, to keep you afraid and literally not realize that all of you, as he just said, have the potential to do whatever you want. Literally, I mean, the biggest prison is the mental one. I said this once and people may understand it.
If you give me the choice to be in a mental prison or in a physical prison, I choose a physical prison. I don't care if you say 1 year, 5, I don't care. I prefer to be in a physical prison because it would make me even stronger. Exactly. And I would go out into the world and destroy even more because I would be brutally strong. Yeah, that in.
A mental prison. Mental prison is the worst because you don't even know it's a prison. Check this out, 1 second. Okay, you're like, oh, I'm in a prison. Okay. So, tell me, tomorrow when you wake up, where are you going to go? To work. And what option do you have? To work. Okay, and this weekend, where are you going to go? Oh, no, I'm not working. Okay. How far from home are you going to go? Can you come to Miami? Can you go to Tokyo, right? Because first of all, you don't have time and secondly, you don't have money. So tell me, really, you're in a prison, I mean, you're really in that perimeter and you can't do what you want, drive the car you want, look the way you want, talk the way you want. You're not able to get into bed and tell the truth because you tell your wife one thing, your boss another, your friends another. You're in a really fucked up prison. I mean, you're imprisoned on all sides. I'm completely free. Why? Not just the money. First of all, I say whatever the hell I want on camera, I literally don't give a damn. I'm free here and spiritually. I mean, what I think, what I say, what I think, my words and my actions are completely aligned, and that's why I have these results. I can right now, I can go home and literally tell her, my love, you know what? We're going to live in Thailand, in Colombia. And I pick up the phone, I call and I have all my cars sold. I call and tell Lee, hey, I'm not paying you next month, okay? Screw it, I have to pay a month's fine, I don't care. See you later, I don't have a house. Hey, the 2 houses I bought, hey, sell them, I'm leaving. I mean, don't sell them, they'll stay there. And tomorrow I'll take a plane, tomorrow, and I'll be in a new mansion. What is it, 40 a month, the best mansion in Medellin? Okay, I'm in the best mansion in Medellin. I changed locations in 1 day.
Exactly. That's freedom. That's freedom. That's
freedom. But people think that freedom is having everything bought. That's a prison too, bro. That's a prison too. So people really live in a prison and don't know it.
Napoleon Hill said it. People who manage to control their thoughts towards the desired destination are the people who are going to have the key to success. And you know, I really like Napoleon Hill a lot too, right? You noticed something he said. It was written around 1910 or so, and it was a conversation with the devil, right?
And then he asks the devil why, right? As if he had already revealed everything to him there because people were still trapped. I don't know if you remember, because he said, yeah, go ahead. He said, because no one has come along yet who isn't afraid of criticism. That's totally 100%.
And that's what people are doing who awaken the consciousness of others, like I'm doing. Because I'm not afraid of criticism, in fact I don't listen to it. I don't know who's talking bad about me, nor can the whole world. The whole world could be talking bad about me. I'm here with you and now I'm going to go home with my wife to eat in. Relax, nothing will happen.
Nothing will happen. I don't care if the world is talking good or bad about me. I know who I am and I'm aligned with the one above, and so I'm not afraid of criticism, and that's really what holds everyone back.
The fear of criticism really doesn't make you dare to say, I mean, right now you're listening to this and there are a lot of things that you know that your wife doesn't. And I'm not telling you that you have to go and tell her everything now because it's stupid, but you do have to tell her everything that affects the relationship. Exactly.
Okay, you don't have to tell her what you did a year before you met her, okay? But what about what affects the relationship? Of course. So, there are many things that if you tell her you know that there won't be a relationship. So, are you really living a real relationship or is it fake? You know, because if it were real, I would be there for who you are and I would love you for who you are. So, really, why don't they say it? They're afraid. It's fear of not being criticized. But that's where the fear is. It's fear of losing her because they know that if they tell her the truth, it's going to hurt her. She's going to tell him to go fuck himself. Exactly. It's fear of loneliness, of dependency. And every great man has gone through a time of loneliness, bro. You've gone through a period of loneliness, bro. I almost lost my family. I was separated from my wife for almost a year. Okay, that's
the example. I think every man has gone through a time of loneliness.
Okay, he's isolated himself. He's not afraid of criticism. Love works. These are traits that you build, and that's really the hardest thing, bro, to align yourself. I mean, I'm aligned. I'm talking to my dad. That's why I'm telling you all this on the podcast. I've slept with other women while married, and on top of that, I've done cocaine, this and that, lost money. But I've told you everything, bro. Money. I can talk to my father the same way I can to my mother, to you, to the other guy. I'm completely aligned. I'm going to sleep. When I get to bed I get knocked out like you've given me a fucking no. I mean, and I get knocked out because I have nothing on my conscience, that I have a karmic burden. People carry a karmic burden. A bag full of garbage. I mean, you know, you think you're going to sleep, you've got your wife beside you, you look at her, and sometimes the image of the woman you cheated with, who doesn't know, by the way, pops into your head. I mean, if the only thing that matters is what you know, I mean, it doesn't matter what people think of you. You know that you've done something that people don't know about and you don't say anything because you're a coward. So, what do you think of yourself? That you're a coward. So, now you see a man like me and you say, what the hell is wrong with you, son of a bitch? I'm not going to say the word love is operating. You can do the same. I'm not saying, start step by step. It's this or that. Look in line. It's in the Bible. God forgives everyone. It says everyone. If you've sinned, don't come here. It's just that we've screwed up everything. The thing is that people think you have to be perfect. And that doesn't exist, bro. I mean, it doesn't exist. So, for example, I don't trust a man who is perfect. You know when everything is perfect? I could give you examples, but me, for example, or you see The Rock. No, I don't know, it's like everything is too pretty. It's like, come on, man, when are you going to show who you really are? You know what I'm telling you? I mean, I'm here, but you say something I don't like or something or I'll get mad and I'll leave. I mean, I'm not going to act like I do. I'm going to pretend that everything is fine for an hour.
No, what the hell are you saying, bro? I mean, that's not how it is and I'm leaving. I'm not going to create drama or make an enemy of you, but I'm leaving.
To stop being who you are to please the other person or not offend the other person with what you're going to say. Exactly. I mean, if you have a colleague, as you say with your colleague, you tell your colleague what needs to be done. If you have a friend who's being lazy,
You
have to tell them they're being lazy. And then, maybe you didn't do it, step aside. So, when you tell him, you're being lazy, and you walk away, what's going to happen? He's going to be so embarrassed that the embarrassment is going to be so great that it's going to make him take action. You can be like, you're lazy, bro, and you're telling him that all day long, but you're right there with him. You have to say, hey, you're lazy.
And you walk away, so he can start thinking, and now he's going to be really embarrassed, and that's what's going to make him change. Yeah,